Hello, get ready to be amazed because today we're going to play story time. So, today we have the origin of Bobville. Thank you, Lachlan Demmer, I saw you in the comments, for this idea. He put the Joe's origin story, so it helped me come up with this. So, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe before the video starts, and let's get into it. Like I explained in the intro, this is the origin of Joe and the origin of Bobville. But Joe didn't start on the planet of Bob, like you might expect. He didn't start in any of the cities on that planet. No, he started somewhere very different, somewhere very remote, somewhere called the Lava Dimension. Joe lived in a city in the Lava Dimension, the great city. The city even larger than Bobville. The great city of No. Yes, that was its name. I don't know why, but it was called No. I guess this would make it kind of hard to make, like, agreements and stuff. Like, oh, yes, do you agree to these terms, and what city do you live in? Yes and no. But that's what they called the city. The city of No. He did have a friend, though. Her name was Petrie. She was half frog, half Bob. And no one liked her because of that other half of her. But Joe was her friend. And that's why they ran off together. Joe used his magic to teleport them onto the planet of Bob, where they founded Bobville. See that one right in the center? Yeah, that one's Bobville. But it was barren at the time. It was only Petrie and Joe. And Petrie was too old. She couldn't have any kids. So they decided, let's go to the other cities and see if they have people that could join our city. They went up north to the first city. Well, actually just Joe, because Petrie decided to stay home. Joe had a pretty peaceful walk there, but when he got there, he was met with surprise. The city was inhabited by not normal Bobs, but werewolves, which tried to attack him. Luckily, he had his halo at the time, and used that to fend them off, but he immediately ran to the second city. The second city wasn't much better, however, since it was inhabited by a warrior tribe of people who looked just like Petrie. But he decided not to tell Petrie this, since he knew she wouldn't want to go back, because they were warriors and she was peaceful. He got lucky with this last city, however, since it was filled with Bobs, magic Bobs, plain Bobs, different Bobs, and a bunch of Bobs who wanted to go to Bobville. There were so many people wanting to go to Bobville that when Joe got back, Bobville was about the size of the warring tribe, which he still did not tell Petrie about. And then in the coming years, Bobville grew even more. And more, until it seemed like Bobville would never stop growing, as long as its two leaders were still there. But that was unfortunate, because when Petrie asked Joe about the other cities, Joe told her about the warring tribe. And when he tried to explain to her why he didn't tell her, she said, "Maybe I do want to live there." And she stormed off. This was really sad for Joe. And what made it even worse is when he heard the news that she had died on her way to the other city. Joe then immediately ran out of Bobville too. Kept running and running and running. And since they were both gone, Bobville stopped growing. As Joe was running, he found himself promising himself that he would never go back to Bobville. But that didn't turn out, of course. And then he eventually found his way into a cave, not unlike the one that Evil Bob used to live in. But he was not the only one living in this cave. There was one other man. This man taught Joe how to become a deity so he would never die like Petrie did. When he found out that Joe was successful in this, he was really mad. He ended up turning himself into a deity too. But he wasn't nice like Joe. He called himself something different also. He called himself the Bob. Hope you did enjoy. Please do like and subscribe, and put ideas for a new series in the comments section. Thank you. Bye.